Hi, Natalie. I'm glad you came to see me today. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what's going on with you?
I've been dating this guy Tom for about a whole year now. He teaches math to middle schoolers, and he's just been like a pretty stable boyfriend. I've been with him. A year is pretty long for me. Sometimes my relationships only last like 3 or 4 months, so this is like something pretty good. Unfortunately, or fortunately actually, I really like this new guy, and his name is Ben. I met him at work, and we've just been talking a little bit, and I'm beginning to develop feelings for him, so I'm getting concerned because I like them both, and I don't know what to do.
That's difficult. What do you think draws you to this new man, Ben?
Ben's hot. You should have sex with him. You're young, sex is natural. You should have sex with both.
It's socially unacceptable to have both guys. You made a commitment to Tom, you need to stick with Tom.
I do not know how to make both of you guys happy.
Well, Ben's pretty attractive and handsome, and he makes me laugh, and I just kind of feel good around him. Kind of makes work more fun because my work is pretty boring. So I kind of look forward to seeing him at work now. So.
Okay. Well, if things are so comfortable and you enjoy being with Ben and you think he's a great guy, what's holding you back from pursuing that further?
Are you kidding? You're in a relationship with Tom. It's socially unacceptable to juggle 2 men. You need to stick with Tom.
That's old-fashioned. Just go for it. He's right there. Tom will probably never know.
Tom won't know. He'll find out. You need to stop.
He's not gonna know. She can have sex with whoever
Oh
she
my
wants.
gosh! You two need to stop. Reality is he's hot. We want to jump his bones, but we need to figure out a way to handle this so nobody gets hurt.
Well, Tom's been a pretty special guy. He's actually really sweet, so he's pretty stable, and I can rely on him being there. And he got me flowers for my birthday, and no guy has ever celebrated my birthday with me and took me out to dinner and made me feel really special. So he is a really sweet guy.
So what's the other side that's holding you back a little bit?
Well, he's just kind of boring compared to Ben. So Ben's just really exciting because he's new, and this sometimes happens, So I'm just so torn between like what I should do right now.
I understand. It sounds like you're very distressed. You kind of have 2 different strings pulling in your mind of what to do here.
Yes, exactly. I can't even handle myself at work. I'm trying to focus at work, but like I'm getting texts from Ben, I'm getting texts from Tom. It's like my phone's like nonstop, and I gotta like hide in the bathroom because I got so many messages sometimes from both of them, So.
Well, I think it's important to kind of discover the thoughts in our heads that are making us think the way we think and do the things we do. So I'd like to try something with you called free association, where I'm going to give you a chance to just talk and say what's on your mind. It doesn't have to be on this topic. It can be just whatever comes to your mind. Don't hold back and just let it flow. And I might take a few notes, but don't mind me, I'm non-judgmental. They're nothing bad. Just kind of say what you have to say, and then after a few minutes we can come back and talk about it together.
Okay.
So why don't you go ahead and start? Just wherever you feel like.
Well, Ben just made this funny joke. He just texted me before this meeting and just made me laugh again. And he kind of reminds me of my brother, who I grew up with, who's really important in my life because my dad wasn't around too much because he was really busy with work. So I like how Ben's kind of like my brother because he makes me laugh because Tom is not as funny, but he's reliable, so he's always there. And when I come home from work, I know he's going to be there. And on the nights that I work later, he'll sometimes even have dinner made, which is pretty rare for a guy. I don't know if you know how to cook or not, but trust me, it's not that easy to find a man who can cook. That's like a keeper. So that's one of the things that kind of makes me want to stick to him. But so Dad wasn't around so much, and so it's like Tom's like a really good keeper. It seemed like if we were to ever like get married and have kids, like he'll be around, and he's just like pretty affectionate, which is nice because my mom wasn't at all. So I have like a pretty typical Asian mom, like
And what's that like?
You know, the kind that like makes, you know, orders you to do things. Like you always gotta do your homework and play piano. And so when I was young, I like did all these things. And but you know, she's always there, but she was just not like the loving kind of mom. Like I mean, I know she loves me, but you know, she would never like hug me or anything like that. Like the only time she hugged me was when I went to summer camp, and she hugged me at the airport. So, and then when I came back from summer camp, like when she finally saw me, she didn't. The first thing she said was that my butt got bigger. So she didn't even give me a hug first. So that's kind of like what my Asian mom is like. So yeah.
Okay, well, I was able to gather a few things from what you were saying. Seems like you have a really conflicting relationship with your brother and with your mother. How do you think these might possibly be affecting what's going on now?
I don't know. Well, nobody really hugged me that much when growing up, you know? So maybe that's why I like to hug every guy I see, you know? Like, even all my guy friends, like, I just want to hug them, like, every time I see them. Yeah.
I know a lot when children kind of miss that affection from their parents, they seek it out in a way bigger fashion when they get older. Seems like that might be a little bit of what's going on now with Ben. Does that sound correct?
Never thought about that, but that's possible because I've actually had quite a bit of relationships. I mean, before Ben, there was like Doug, and before Doug, there was like Michael, and then before Michael, there was like, I forgot his name already. So
Okay.
maybe I'm afraid of like staying with them for like too long or something.
Okay, well, I think we've made some good progress today on starting to connect how our unconscious mind kind of brings about what we do in real life and how we act in real life and the way we think. So what I'd like you to do for homework is try and this week, if you have any dreams, keep a notepad by your bed and write them down when you wake up.
Okay.
And when we come back and meet next week, we'll go over those. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, great. Pause
I
it.
do not know how to make both of you guys happy. I just need to stop right now. This is crazy.
Because you're with, I have a commitment with Tom. I messed up.